And we're live, I think. Okay, so who do we have here? Ashley, Vanessa Kitty, Thorzax, Tactical Fud. All right, good to see you guys. I guess Andy has a storm, just got his power back.
I'm not getting live over here yet.
Neither am I, it's delayed.
Delayed?
Well, it takes a minute. Come on,
Oh,
let's go.
there it goes.
Mine's still not going live. Interesting. There it is.
That was a nice delay.
All right, so you had a power outage, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't that long, but long enough.
Yeah, we haven't had one for a while. I changed the oil in the generator and still haven't checked the dipstick, Jimmy, twice. You got to check it again, but yeah. Okay, so question number 1.
Nope.
Did you shoot your Rossi yet?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, Andy, it's been 3 months.
Well, last weekend I couldn't, and there's no way I was going to do it last week. And today the guy's here spackling, so besides it's been raining all day, and tomorrow's supposed to be windy in the 40s. I gave up on it.
Okay, Thorzax might come on later. Did you have your operation yet or not? I think Lakeview Outdoors is here. I think Ashley asked you that, but I didn't have time to read. Hey, Lakeview, how's it going? Can you believe it, Lakeview? There's snow in the forecast. Can you believe that? Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Do you know why I believe it? Because my wife has to go to an appointment on Monday. And guess when it's going to snow? Monday.
An hour before you leave.
Speaking of Monday, that's when Thorzax gets his operation. Okay. Hope all goes well.
Yep, definitely hope all goes well.
All right, so, I'll wait until Hesaw shows up. He had a question on another video. Fuzzy is here. Hey, Fuzz. You had snow Friday. Yeah, we've had snow up till April before. Maybe February a dusting, but that's unusual. It's really warm. It's really nice out. Actually, I had, my target's a couple feet high. That was buried, and now I can totally see it. So that's good. And I've been meaning to shoot at it, but things come up, other projects. Like somebody brings home a bunch of guns to play with. Garage Guy's here. Hobbies Hobo's here. Yeah, so whenever the son brings home some guns, you got to stop and play with those. You can't go back to your other projects. But I'm glad he brought those home. They're all they're very fun. They're all awesome. They all work. That's great. I don't think he's brought home a stinker yet that didn't work. So he's got a good eye. Lakeview is still ice fishing at 8,000 feet. All right. It's 1,000 more feet than I am. So, don't buy anything from Strike Industries. Just dealt with their warranty service. It's terrible. So there you go. If you're looking for something from Strike Industries, get something else. Same price or whatever. Here's my advice. Lots of back and forth emails. I want more pictures. I need videos. Blah, blah, blah. Oh,
Yeah, some places are tough to deal with. Yeah, no problem. I'll send you one.
Other ones are just like you say. It's no questions asked. Boom. I don't even want to know. We'll send you another one. We back our products. Like
Yeah,
a
well,
mark.
I didn't have that luck with Dylan.
Good or bad?
Dylan, the square deal B, I needed a couple items that were worn. One item was missing. And they said, yeah, no problem. We got all of that, and they're putting in the part numbers. That'll be $37.50. I go, what happened to your warranty?
I noticed that they wanted shipping when my 550 was loose because it's a dinosaur. But the guy knew exactly what he was talking about. He goes, just shim it like I did on my old one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to take something heavy and get it back to the company. They don't want to
Yeah.
eat shipping. That's kind of understandable. But at the same point is like, I'm not sending you back my press. I need this bushing, I need this piece, and I need that piece.
Yep.
And, I said, one of my springs is broke. And it says, oh, yeah, we have the springs. We have all that stuff. I said, okay, great. I need one of each. And it says, oh, and she comes up with this number. I said, what happened to Dylan's warranty service? There was no answer, just silence.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because some of the companies that have cheap products, boom, they send you another one, no questions asked.
Well, with Dylan, what bothers, it's like, okay, I know it's not a new press. I know it's probably 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was taken care of, but it was used. So there was a couple little things I needed to spruce it up. They didn't want to say, okay, we'll send them to you. No problem. Just give me a charge card and we'll send it. What?
Cranky is here. Hey, Cranky, what's up?
Hey, Cranky.
Cranky. Good to see you, Cranky. I hope everyone's doing well at the homestead. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. It's hit and miss. Same with gun manufacturers. There's some expensive companies. I won't name the names that cost a lot for their magazines, for their pistols, and their warranty sucks. And then you go to a cheaper brand of pistol, and yeah, I'll send you something out right away, or we'll fix it. We have service stations in your country. Like Bursa for one, they were awesome about that. And I was thinking, oh man, Bursa. They have. I think it was Eagle Imports or whatever that did all the service, and boom, we'll take care of it. Boom, bang, pow. Yeah. Fuzzy is here. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. Old one guy is here. So, yeah, there's a lot of videos I've been meaning to do. I got to follow up on the 308 AK, which turns out to be pretty cool. And right now, I just took apart a little gun and might as well do that. I don't know. I'm bouncing around so much. My son brought home some. Oh shoot! I just went brain dead. Some bullets, Armageddon bullets, and we're going to test those out. 55 grain. What's that company? They're not cheap. It's not Hornady. It's not the other one. They make bullets for like, I don't know. I can't think anymore, people. I'm too old. Oh, here we go. Lakeview. That's a funny subject. I bought an extra four-hole turret from Amazon, and on the bottom looked a lot like the one I had, corroded. Okay, here's the funny thing. I had a birthday recently and used the birthday discount, and the four-hole turrets at Midway are $9.52. How good is that? So I have a couple coming, and we'll see if those are corroded. But yeah, use your birthday discount, people. Except for they went up in shipping, you got to spend $99. But this and that and the other, and we got that figured out. And I think they changed. They're using FedEx also, I think, or something, because I went to the free shipping, everything was eligible, the right amount of money, and then they said $10 shipping. And so we went back and forth, and I had my son look at it, and he said it was just the way your address is, which was always like that. So we just put our P.O. box, our address, box, da da da, and then it was free shipping. So that was a headache. Rollis is here. West Covina Dodge is here. So yeah, turrets are $950. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. Shit. And then I got some no-go gauges for primer pockets. I don't need the go gauges. I need the no-goes to make sure, because a couple 300 blackout were like, ooh, that went in too easy. So I might have to, boom, give them a tap and bring them back to normal. They're getting worn out, that brass, but that's what usually goes first. It's the primer pockets.
Yeah, I load one that's light and mark it up with a red marker on the base or whatever. And when I send, when I shoot them, when I get them home, I look at the bases anyway. I throw it away. That's it. Done. I don't bother.
No, I do. This batch is still old, and I'll go out and peen it on the old ball bearing, and then the primer pocket's back to normal. In case those, as long as the brass is good, I'm going to keep using them. But that's why I got the gauge. I can check it now and then. So the amazing M&G is here. How you doing? Yeah, it's worth it, because instead of cutting and forming a new one, I can get probably 4 more round, even more than that. If you do them, they're going to last forever.
I'm a slight brass goblin type thing, so I got plenty now, so I'm not, chasing after it. But if I'm starting digging into brass and I'm running low, I just go pick up a bunch of 223 brass for the 300 blackout at the range, pick out all the LC, and return the rest. I don't need it, and they're fine with that. So.
Okay, William Gainley, did I say he was here? I just went with the, gosh darn it, what was the name of that brand? It was the only ones Midway had, the primer pocket, go gauges, no-go, burst fire. So they were $7, $6.50 a piece. They didn't have no birthday discount on that one. That was the only one that didn't have a discount. Got a nice cleaning rod, which I've been meaning to do, been putting off. It's a little long, but hey, got a discount on that. Use your birthday discounts, people. It works and it's nice. It's going to make the box longer, but whatever. So I need to buy an insurance policy. Brass lasts forever until the case head comes off. I'm talking 308 or a 300 blackout. That's like a pistol. I'm not talking belted magnums here, Mr. Big Bore. Lead Mining is here. Hey, Lead Mining. So yeah, I finally I got sick of my bent up, crappy cleaning rods and got a nice stainless one, and micro polished all that, and it was under $30. So it's a Pro Shot. We used to sell Pro Shot. Nice swivel, nice aluminum handle, everything. Yeah, that's the way.
You're not supposed to clean your gun from the front.
No, it's from the rear. That's why I ordered a longer one because you
Oh,
got to
okay.
do all that action. 36-inch. I only had two choices, 26 and 36, and I had a couple guns I needed the 36, so what the hell.
How many guns in your lifetime have been cleaned by going in from the front of the barrels?
There's a couple but I use the cone on the end.
Yeah, I use a fiber washer.
Well, yeah, I use the brass cone that you put on the rod, and it keeps it centered to the bore.
Oh, yeah.
That works awesome. MacMan is here. Hey, MacMan. He just got a little revolver, I think. Yeah, Henry. That's kind of weird. That Henry, it's weird. They don't have a lug up front for the ejector rod, and they use it's actually reminds me of the Colt Trooper, the old Colt Trooper. They didn't have that. Yeah, and then it's brass on the bottom. Did I say Rollis was here? I think so. I miss anyone? Yeah. So yeah, my cleaning rods were getting bad, and I'm not a big super cleaner anyway. But I thought I'd get a decent one, and the reason I went stainless was if you get coated rods, or I've had carbon fiber, I've had those break. Stuff can collect to the rod. And stainless, it's just me. Stainless, it's not going to collect gunk on the rod, even though you shouldn't be touching the barrel anyway. But in case you do, 223, stuff like that, I just prefer polished stainless. And the Pro Shots have always been good. And, you got Tipton and others, but this one was good price for what it is. It's good cleaning rod. Who is texting? My wife. Okay. All right. So finally did that. Fixed a spotting scope. Oh my gosh. I almost bought a spotting scope, but I've had this old beat up spotting scope forever. Our range was selling their old ones and getting new ones. So they said $10. Anyone want them? And I grabbed two of them. And the other day I was out there, and I was like, the big focus ring is you can't even move it. And so I'm like down to 20, or I don't know what power it was. And so I'm reefing on that thing. I finally brought it in, took it apart, and then I couldn't see nothing. It was just nothing. And I was ready to throw it in the garbage can. And then I thought, let's give it one more try. So I bring the chair back out there, took the front end off. I put it in a vise and see what's going on in there. And for some miraculous reason, it worked. Right when it knew it was going in the garbage can, it was like, okay, I'm going to work. And it works better than it ever has. So I'm not going to touch it too much, just barely right here. And boom, that's all I need. So put a new stand on that because my other one was wobbly. You're looking through it like that now. So yeah, new tripod, old tripod, rambling. All right. So right before you throw anything away, threaten it that it's going in the garbage can, and it might work for you. So there's that.
Yeah, I just threw away a microwave oven.
Yeah.
It was a weird one. I think it's from, yeah, I mean, we have it a long time. It's about 15 years, I guess. And I think it's just closing the door too hard.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I took it apart, pulled all the connectors, put them back on. That's a loose type thing and whatnot. It worked for another week and a half and did the same thing again. I said, all right. So I go to the store And I already eyed one. Oh God, what brand is it now? I don't remember. Toshiba? No, that wasn't Toshiba. Anyway, we Walmart. It was $170. Big one. I mean, it's big compared to what I had.
Yeah, we did the same thing. Got a bigger one for no reason. Yeah.
So I said, all right. I eyed it, and I said, we'll see how another week goes by. If this keeps giving me trouble, I'll go buy it. So it started doing trouble Friday night on me, and I said, okay. So I go to Walmart. There were 3 on the shelf. I picked one, put it in the cart. Go to ring it up. We can't find all the barcodes are covered, like X'd out. And go, the woman's we're turning the box every which way but loose, and we find a yellow sticker on it. It was $170. Got it for $99.
There you go.
So I said that worked out because that's what the cheap ones were. The small ones were.
Yeah.
So I guess they weren't selling well for them or something. I don't know.
That's what my son did. Papa's Place is here. I did a video on how to fix a microwave, really cheap, for $4, whatever it is. Usually, in your case, it was the switch on the door, probably.
Yeah, I was playing with that, but
you can replace the switch. You can get the parts, but anyway, most times you get too much grease on that little. You'll see a little nickel-looking or silver paper cardboard plate on your right-hand side. And when that gets covered with grease, I bought a 4-pack of them and replaced it, and that's all it was. It's in the video what it's called and everything. It was a super cheap fix. And then a year or two later, the thing finally crapped out, and we did what you did. And my son went down there. He's like, wait a minute, this big one that has more power is the same price as the small ones. Let's try this one, good brand. And man, that thing cooks really fast now. It's way better, more feet. Yeah. But you can fix your microwaves easy. There's stupid easy fixes for that.
We didn't do a lot of cooking, and we mostly heated things.
Yeah.
My wife would, eat her like frozen dinners. That was, she'd always have some of those around in case she's hungry. So, I mean, that's really not much of anything going on there. And I mean, we never cooked, and it was always heating up, warming something up.
Yeah, but for the people out there, if you turn on your microwave and it starts crackling or something and scares the hell out of you, check out the little cardboard silver thing that slips over the cover of the whatchamacallit, and it's just a stupid reaction.
Yeah, no, it worked fine. I never had a problem with it. It was about 2 months ago. That's what it started doing it. I finds the front of it, the panel, and it worked for 2 weeks.
Yeah, here's another warning. You'll see a lot of videos on this. People's houses burned down because the microwaves. They're plugged in. They're not on. You go to bed. The microwave is off, and all of a sudden it thinks it's on and causes your house to catch on fire. And it's happened to a lot of people with new microwaves, and they attribute it to slamming the door. So if you have microwaves, close the door gently. Don't slam them. And something happens on the switch, and it'll turn on in the middle of the night and catch your kitchen on fire. And if you don't believe me, search it. Google search it.
We got like the crazy winds out there. Holy moly. Let's see if I can get what the wind says. Well, we got a wind advisory. Here's the wind. Right now it's 20 miles an hour, gusting to 35. Nice.
That's not bad. That's mild sometimes up here, depending on the season. Garage Guy, how you doing?
Hey, fellas. Excuse me. I'm doing pretty good. It's just been a gray, dreary day here today, and then maybe about 2 hours ago, the sun finally come out, and tomorrow's supposed to be pretty nice. We've had the wind here about all week long, and thank goodness that's over and done with. It was getting old real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been working on some magazine problems I've been having. Tars had this promotion. I got an email about a couple of weeks ago, a 6 pack, and come with the little carrying pouch right there. It's really nice.
That's
And I
six.
filled up all six with bulk rounds. Three of them worked fine, and then I filled up the other three magazines, 16 rounds. And when you rack a slide back the chamber around, it come about maybe that close of going all the way to the end. Worked with them and worked with them. So I brought them in the house here, took them apart, cleaned them up right good. They were kind of dirty on the inside to be coming from the factory new. And then it started raining, so I ain't had a chance to take them back outside and give them another try.
Is this the 22 you're talking about?
Yeah, TX22.
And so you bought a 6 pack of mags? They offered that, or
Yeah, they had a promotional sale, and I figured, hey, why not? I enjoy shooting at TX22, so I got the magazines. Like I said, three worked fine, and the two that come with the pistol from the factory works fine.
yeah.
But the other three didn't work so good. But like I said, I took them apart and run a brush through them and everything, cleaned them up, and by the time I was ready to go back out and try out those three, it started raining. So I have to wait till tomorrow.
Well, hopefully they work. That's an amazing 22. Ours, I might try a video of the crappiest, old, weirdest 22 ammo and see if I can get it to jam because it has not jammed yet. And
Yeah,
for a magazine that holds that much 22 in a pistol, that not back years ago, people would laugh at you. It's not going to work. Nowadays, they work
yeah,
with that semi double stack, whatever. It's working beautiful.
yeah. For the price, you can't beat it.
No, we actually love that gun. We love it a lot.
Well, you did the video, I believe. Didn't your son buy that gun and a Ruger revolver at the same time? There about a year ago. You got the flat dark earth one.
Yeah, he bought that. I forget what else he bought. Why does he buy in packs? Yeah, he bought something else with it.
I
Ah,
believe it was a Ruger Vaquero.
it could have been the Vaquero. It could have been the little 380 or a Bursa Thunder. I don't know. I
But
can't keep track of that boy anymore.
but I saw that video and you was out shooting it. You had a can on it, and I left a comment, saying I had one, but I hadn't got it out in a long time, because it just didn't feel as solid as some of the others. And
Well, yeah, it's super lightweight. It feels like a toy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you said it was really good for backpacking and that kind of thing. And so after a little while after that video, I went ahead and got mine back out, started shooting it again, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like it. You look at it and you think, oh, this is going to weigh like a big Glock or whatever, a Canic or something. And then you hold it, and even with the can on it, it's super light. That's what I like about it. You put it on a holster and walk around, you don't even know it's there. And it holds
Yeah,
17, you know.
yeah. Now they got a compact version of it.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah,
Right
but
on.
like I said, I'm going to keep working with those mags. One magazine I think's like $24.99 from the Tars website. But sometimes you can get two of the 16 round mags, a 2-pack for right under $40.
Well, I just contact them. I'm sure they'll exchange them for you.
Yeah, I'm going to try them out first. They might work. Then
Yeah.
again, it could have been the ammo. It was just some crap Remington bucket of bullets ammo I had.
Yeah, but like I said, I haven't found anything it doesn't like. It likes stuff other 22s I have don't like.
Yeah.
So it's probably the magazine because you got three that work. There's probably something going on with the other three, and I would just get them exchanged if they don't work for you this time.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sure they'll do it. They're not going to be like one of those stupid companies we just dealt with. Reloader 762 is here. And James Bullard. So, yeah, I really like that gun. So, for full size, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very quiet suppressed. It's got a quiet action. There's nothing there. So, very nice.
So this past week, I got another 40+ pound box of zinc from some guy on MeWe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I went on just tell him I got the box, yours is coming, and gave him the tracking number. And then this morning I had an email to my email, my email address, from a guy on MeWe. He says, "You still doing that trading?" I go, "Yeah." It's good. I got a box going together. I'll get it to you soon. MeWe has come through. People I don't know from nowhere.
I just hope you don't run out by the time I get sorting through my wheel weights.
No, I got probably. I take home pretty much about 8 to 10 pounds a week. So, I mean, I've got three now, 3 5-gallon buckets filled with that tin lead. So don't worry about it. I got plenty.
All right, I've been meaning to do it. It's just weather or something. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I got right now. I'm sitting on almost 4 or 5-gallon buckets filled with zinc, and I got this box to empty into it yet. So that I'll put it over 4, and then what the other guy sends me, I'm good for probably. Depends on how many balls I send out, but I'm good for probably a year and a half to 2 years now without a thought about it, with zinc. But
I wonder if I can get to my shoebox. It's right here. No, it's under stuff, but right in front of me down here is buckets, and I have a shoebox of zinc that I started. But I like to go outside in case of dust and all that crap, and do it out there on a table.
I sit on a little folding chair at the front by the front of the garage door with it open, and a fan behind me. And I mean, I'm not sorting. I'm making sure it's zinc. That's all. But
Yeah.
I'm handling it. And I have these thick silicone type gloves. They're not barbecue level gloves, but I picked them up at Harbor Freight. They were $2. I said, I got to try these.
I'm 5 seconds away from everything. You're talking about these.
No, those are just.
Yeah. These are the whatchamacallit, the real thick ones.
No, that's not it. Mine is even thicker than that. They're almost like, a latex glove that you wear for washing dishes and stuff. It's almost that thick.
All right. I'm about 3 minutes from those, but I'm not going to go dig through them. They're behind me.
Yeah. If you have time, you'll do it. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
All I know is I got to sit down. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get in the basement I just got to make sure those little 30 grainers or whatever they are, those pointed bullets for the 5.7. I just got to run through the size. I don't remember if I sized them to 224 or not. So I want to do that. So because that's going to go out to Michael Hartneck. And
where is Michael?
I haven't seen him in a little while, but he's,
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a couple chats, I think.
And I will get his box together hopefully tomorrow. And I got to put one together for Gene reloading from the hot pot. He sent me out a box of zinc. And he says, whatever you want to send me. I said, I want to send you what you need. Do you want more zinc bolts? Oh yeah, I love them. I said, all right, I'll get you some more of the zincs, and I'll get you some tin in there too. So whatever fits in the box.
That's great. I hear rain. What the heck? All right. Well, you need to get out to the range, Andy.
I normally don't get into the range, honestly, till the end of April.
I'm going to nag you.
That's when the weather kind of breaks out here on Long Island. So, I mean, I was hoping to get out just to shoot that. But, I mean, I would have brought other guns. But actually, I got a ton of stuff to test loads on. Not so much just shooting the Rossi. I have 3 different bullet heads, and each one of them's got 5 different powder charges to test to find out what works in that. And then I got the same 3 bullet heads to test firing in the pistol. Well, I should say revolver. And
did you just hear that thunder?
That was thunder. I thought it was wind blowing by your microphone.
Yeah, we might lose our connection. I don't know. All right, sorry, Andy.
No big deal. So I just got a lot of test loads to test. So, I mean, I don't want to have to rush through it.
Pat, are you talking about the little submachine gun thingy my son bought? With obviously semi-auto. Are you talking about that? I think it's the VZ61. Yeah. 32 or 380. It's probably a 32 if it's 32. Yeah, if it's military, it's probably 32. Pat, those are a hoot. When you shoot the first round and it goes zzz, and you hear it all the way to the ground. Zzz, it's hilarious. As a matter of fact, I was fondling that one the other day, and I was like, son, we need to shoot this again. Yeah. Funky little gun. Funny as hell. Just keep your thumbs out of the way of the bolt. Bolt's doing this. All right. 32. Little thunderstorm activity in Ogden. 762. I didn't know you lived in Ogden. Damn. Yeah, we got thunder right now. I didn't know you lived in the state. Hear it again?
Yep.
I don't know which way it's going, but if it comes over the garage, it's going to go boom because we're right here in the clouds. And when it goes off, it goes off. It'll shake the windows. Oh, he's in North Carolina. Okay. All right. I love the thunderstorms. Beautiful view and the thunder. Oh, it's awesome.
I used to love it being when I was upstate New York in the mountains. We weren't nowhere near as high as you, but we were about 3,800 feet. And the view from the kitchen window, it's just a big, wide open backyard, right? And then in the distance is the mountains. And used to sit there and watch the heat lightning in the summertime coming down and stuff. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's what scares us, fires. In the hot summer when it does that, yeah. But yeah, on the back mountain in the back of the house, if it goes off over that thing, it'll shake the windows.
It echoes that much?
Huh?
It echoes that loud?
Oh yeah, it's that close. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's the first one scares the snot out of you.
Especially if you're not expecting it.
Yeah, where I live at, you got one mountain range about maybe 20 miles this way on this side, another one on this side, same distance, and kind of like down in a valley here. And when the thunder just comes right through, it echoes off those mountains, and you get a double whammy. Pretty loud stuff.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. I like watching it along the valley there, and oop, that guy got hit. You see the farms down there, and it's like, oh wow, yeah. We've never been hit, which is amazing because I have a big wrought iron horse and a north-south thing at the top of our house on the roof. I'm surprised that thing never got tatered. That's the tallest spot too.
You know, that's something you don't see on a lot of houses anymore. Is the lightning rods.
Oh yeah, yeah. I asked my son about that. Do we need a lightning rod? And he said, no.
My grandparents, it was just a old 2-story frame house, and they had the metal rod at the top and the big, thick, heavy wire coming down from it down into the ground. And my granddaddy told me, he said, yeah, it'd been hit a couple of times, but it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I worry about it, but the house has been here that long, hasn't been hit, so I don't know. We just got a little tree to the left of the house, but the tallest part of the roof where the weather vane is definitely taller than anything. I don't know. Maybe it just goes after the mountains. I don't know.
We had a well pump hit by lightning. This house was built in 78, and it wasn't about 2 weeks after we'd moved in. I was only about like 13 or 14, and we just heard a big crackle, and the breaker box, we heard it flip, and Dad went and checked it, and it was the well pump there. So we ended up eventually going on town water.
Yeah. Yeah, I should check our well pump and make sure it's up to snuff. I was thinking about getting a manual pump too, so you have the option.
Yeah.
So you can hand pump if you need to.
Do you have any problem with limestone in the water?
We have hard water. We have minerals in the water, which is supposed to be really good for you, but your coffee machines and stuff need to be cleaned because you get all that white mineral stuff in your water.
Yeah.
So,
When the heating elements need to be replaced in the hot water heater, and we was still on well water, I remember had to take the element out, and they were just covered up with limestone. But when we got on the town water, that problem pretty much stopped. You know, I mean, you still get just a little bit, but not near what we used to on the well water.
yeah, ours goes through a filter, and then our water heater is all stainless, and that just goes from the boiler. So it's not like a regular water heater. It's just the boiler's running coils through it. So I talked to a maintenance guy, and he said, "No, don't worry about that. That thing's going to last forever." The water heater, because it's all stainless. It was built for that.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. But yeah, the annoying thing is coffee machine. Like if I just cook hot water, eventually you get this white thing at the base of your hot water thing, and you got to put white vinegar in it and let it sit. Just let it sit overnight, and then it all just washes right off.
Yeah.
But we're known for our water here. People come here and they'll actually go in town and fill up on the water. So our area is known for the water. They'll actually fill up 5-gallon buckets and drums because there's a fountain going the whole time, and people are always there filling up.
So, what do you think about the shootings in Russia?
I haven't caught up on that. I heard that from Cranky. I saw a quickie video, but I have no idea what's going on and why and who. And I thought someone said Al Qaeda's taking credit, but who knows?
There's I think it's up to 160 something people were killed.
Wow. And they were AKs, like 3 or 4 guys, something like that.
No, more. There's something about 11 suspects.
About 20 years ago, they had some terrorists take over a theater in Moscow, and the troops, when they tried to go in, they used some kind of gas. They just want to knock everybody out, but that ended up killing a bunch of people.
I don't know. There's something politically going on. Who knows? So I know that Cranky was texting about it, and I thought it was happening here, and I was like, great. Kind of a little soon for election, but yeah.
Did Trump ever get that bond money he needed? I think it's something like $464 million.
He supposedly has the cash as of yesterday, and as of today, he's worth 300. What is it? His stock went public for his website. So
Truth Social, he merged with somebody and got a big old pile of cash. I thought it was 300 and something, 330. Yeah.
So he had the cash before that happened.
Yeah, that lawsuit thing is bull crap anyway. It should be appealed easily if you get decent judges.
Well, they got stuff on Letitia now, so.
I know. Everyone that's trying to prosecute Trump has got skeletons in their own closets. Yeah, of the same thing they're accusing him of.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. ISIS is taking credit. Okay. 13 Americans.
Yeah, when we Biden pulled out.
Okay, I thought he was talking about this thing. No, yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy world out there.
And I can't believe my brother's son was in Wyoming, and he's married and has 2 kids, and they're in New York City taking a trip right now. I said, "Are you nuts? What's going on in the world? what's going on in the city with the migrants shooting people and stuff. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, stay out of condensed areas. That's my
There
theory.
I went to Times Square and
Yeah,
the Museum of Natural History, some other museums, and I
yeah,
said, "Are you nuts?"
yeah. Stay out of condensed areas. That's where it's going to happen. So, yep.
They actually, they said when they went on the subway and they were stopped by the National Guard checking the kids' backpacks.
Yeah, that's what we've become. Uh, I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting Brandon out of there and then see what happens from there. So, also, well, okay, you heard about the ATF raid at 6 a.m. No knock on the door, just busted in. You hear that?
Yeah, the guy that got they shot.
Yeah, he shot at them. They shot back. Well, of course he's going to shoot at them. He didn't know who's coming in. You knock on the door, you get them at work, but no, they had to go 6 a.m. And the other guy that got raided was 6 a.m. So there's something about them doing it at 6 a.m. So you might want to get up earlier. So yeah, and that guy had no. The only thing was he was a coin and gun collector, so maybe he picked up a gun that wasn't, legal or something. But there's still no reason they could have handled that easy. And I hope they sue the crap out of them. I hope they sue the crap out of them. And what's even worse is his brother can get no answers or nothing. They're just totally hush. And it's definitely Banana Republic stuff going on here, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just kicking in doors without knocking or anything, that's a bunch of BS. They could have went to work and picked him up at work. He works every day. He's a good working, hardworking American. No.
They could have came anytime after he gets home from work, come over and get him.
And then they bring the fire department to open his safes with jaws of life and circular saws. What? I don't know. Very fishy. I hope we can get these people accountable for what they're doing, because it's wrong. Yeah. So,
Things have been wrong since Obama, actually before him, but that's when it really showed its face. So
yeah, it's bad. When those agencies need to be thinned and new management. So,
Yeah, well, also a big problem. A lot of these people that have firearms stolen from their homes, some of them's been recovered, and they can't get them back.
that's bad.
Yeah, they was another YouTuber, I believe. He's a guy that would hang out with Hootie Who. I believe that he goes by Heavy Metal, and he had a small gun shop there in where he lives in Tennessee. Got broke into. They recovered the firearms, and he made a video sometime afterwards that they hadn't returned the firearms to him. Really gave him no reason why they're still holding on to them. That's been maybe a year ago, but I don't know if he ever got them back or not.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that need to be changed. big time. Starting with the swamps on both sides.
Well,
Hopefully
here,
change that.
when the last governor here in Virginia was in, Ralph Northam, he was wanting to bring up a bill banning ARs and those types of long guns. And people here in the state went nuts over it. So all the people in each separate county and independent cities would get together, and I guess the Board of Supervisors, and I think Virginia's got 96 counties. I believe about 92 of them all voted in gun sanctuary, Pro 2A sanctuary. And legally, it didn't hold no water, but it was more symbolic than anything. And finally, when that governor got out of office, the first Republican governor got elected here in quite a while. And he hasn't made no changes to nothing, hasn't talked about it or anything. So, knock on wood, we're still pretty good in this state as far as the gun laws go.
Yeah, there's a few states where if they got carried away, it's going to get ugly quick, real quick. But the little individual, pick this guy, pick that guy, that's going to, got some kind of pop up here. That's going to take a while until people say, hey, no more of this. Let's watch our neighborhoods, people. It's bad. I don't remember it being this, FBI, ATF, CIA, who should not be doubling in certain things. Yeah. It's ugly, but I'm hoping it's going to turn around. I think people are sick of it, so they've had enough. And I'm talking about the people that are fence people, So they're finally seeing the light. People on the fence, that's the problem.
Well, if I go out here and, silencers, they're legal here. I go out and buy one, it's legal. And then 6 months from now, some whack job passes a bill saying now they are illegal. I mean,
Yeah,
why should a person have to give up something they bought legally? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, but you paid your tax. It should be grandfathered in. I don't see
Right.
it. I don't know where they've ever taken cans away from people because they changed their mind. They want that money, and that's why they won't make it free. So, a lot of people worry about, if I do a can, now they know who I am and everything. No, they already know who you are and everything if you ever bought a gun. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to be left alone even more because you paid the tax, went through all the bull crap, background checks and all that. I'm not worried about anything like that. So I've had mine for over 12 years. No one's ever tried to take them away. And that was from another state that's really bad right now. Bad. Now you can't even buy an AR over there. That's crazy.
Didn't you come from Washington State?
Yep.
Yeah. My maternal grandmother lived outside of Seattle, and I never made it out there. My mother went to visit her several times, but I still have some relatives up around that area. There's a place near the Oregon border called Goldendale where the rest of my kinfolk are at.
Goldendale, Washington. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got an uncle and a whole bunch of cousins out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm considered a native. And then we saw people move in, and it was really a really cool place in the 60s, early 70s. Yeah. Even a little later than that. And then people moved in. California, blah, blah, blah. And ugly. And they used to be very, Washington used to be very gun friendly, had all the laws in there. You can open carry if you wanted, blah, blah, blah. No restrictions. I used to go to Wigwam and buy ammo as an 18-year-old. So,
Shit, I used to buy 22 ammo. I was like 16.
yeah. There, I think you had to be 18 for anything that could be used in a pistol. Yeah. So now we have ammo, suppressors, different stuff in hardware stores here. Okay? As long as they have the license. Yeah. We have pawn shops with suppressors. Brand new, do the paperwork. Yeah. And we pick up our guns right now. You do the paperwork, boom, you're taking it home. Right now.
Yeah, here a couple of years ago, I sold Bald and Curious a Glock 17, and I think he had to wait something like it was over 2 weeks before he could get it.
Wow.
Upstate New York. I live on Long Island, and I walk into a gun store today. They do the form. They call it in. They get the okay. Then they give me the paperwork for the firearm. All I have to do is go to my pistol bureau, walk in there with that paperwork. They put it on my pistol permit. Then I go back and pick it up.
Yeah, see, that's too much. It's too much.
It is. I mean, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's still like if you go there in the morning and it's done at 10 o'clock, it's a half-hour ride from my gun store to the police department, and then a half-hour back. So it's like, in an hour and a half from getting the okay that I own the gun, it's in my hands. So that's not too bad.
It isn't for where you live.
For where I live.
But, like my son, he went to an ATV shop, picked up a pistol, went to another shop, picked up a revolver, and then went back and got a shotgun at the ATV shop again. And you'd think they'd red flag, oh, he's going to do weird stuff. No, because if anyone came to our door wondering why, why did he do this? I could just say, so they're matchy. Stainless versus blue. They could look at both our records and say, no, they've already had guns forever. Why are they? They're not suddenly going to go do something. We've already, they already know that we already have guns. We don't need any more. It's not an emergency like he's going to go out and do something. He's just matching what he already has. And I'd tell him that. I'd say, here's a picture. All right? Matchy. So it's just they're really not doing anything.
Let's stop the cam here.
And even the rifle level, like in other words, we can no longer buy a semi-automatic rifle of any caliber or of any style, okay, without having a pistol permit. It goes on our pistol permit. So I can walk in there today, the same form, get the okay on the phone 10 minutes later, go out to the department, put it on my permit, come back and pick it up. So, I mean, AR has to be New York State compliant, but other than that, and the gun store I have, He only has 1 or 2 ARs on the shelf. Everything else is AR style bolt action,
Mm-hmm.
and he's selling them like crazy.
But imagine, Andy, not needing a carry permit.
Well, I know. I mean,
Yeah,
and I grew up with it. It's not like it's not like I had guns and then had to go get permits. I had when I turned 18, I went after my pistol permit, and that was a bunch of bullshit, but I got it. And
but we should all go back to the old ways. You show your ID. You're carrying a pistol right now without a pistol permit because you don't need one, and get your gun right now. As soon as they call and make sure you're a good guy. Boom.
I want to go back to the real old days when you walked into the store and said, "How much is that 45 Colt?" And the guy go, revolver, and the guy turns around and says, $28.
Yeah. Yep. That would be nice.
And a box of bullet, $1.50.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just screwed up. It's all misinformation, all that stuff, because usually the states where you have all the gun rights in the world, you can do what you want, they have less crime than the ones that are really on your ass.
Well, they've proved that time and time and time.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's like, well, did you hear that? I don't know that everybody's name, but in Hawaii, somebody over there, some politician, it's a woman, she's leaving the Democratic Party over the 2A stuff. And she's all for it. And she's from Hawaii, and she's, whatever.
Yeah.
That was just recent, the last few days. So it's like, okay. Some of them are waking up.
Well, Hawaii's pissed off because of the fires and getting $700 and
Yeah, I know that.
But they're still not gonna. They still have that. They're stuck on Democrat mindset. They're not going to change. It's never. That state will never turn red. Anyway, I just wanted to croak in a free area, and that's what we did, and we're pretty happy about it. So I loved a lot of things about Washington. Yeah, so find your happy place, people. That's all I got to say. Let's see.
No, the first rifle that I ever fired, I think it was a Sears brand, but I don't. Is that Savage back in the day?
Sears
and Roebuck. It was the first gun he bought. Was a single shot lever action 22, and we used to shoot that in the basement with BB caps. Now you can't even buy BB caps.
Yeah, somebody, man, was it Ithaca? Who was it? Anyway,
it was Ithaca.
Okay, Sears would they had their own brand names for like Marlins and different things, bolt actions, all that. And I remember going into Kmart's and Sears, and they had guns and they had ammo.
Yeah. That was the first gun. The second gun that my father had a rifle he brought home from World War II. I couldn't tell you what it was. I don't remember it enough. All I know is he recut the stock himself and refinished it and sporterized it. And the freaking thing was a tack driver. I mean, and that's what he played with for hunting when he used to go when I was a little kid. The first gun he bought for me, other than sharing that lever action for me to play in the basement with, was pre-64. So now we're going back like 1960 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Was a Winchester Model 94 3030 for plaid stamps. At plaid stamp store, walked out with a rifle. So that's a memory I have forever. And then the second rifle he got was also, I believe it was pre-64, was the Winchester in 32 Winchester Special.
Mm-hmm.
And he got that for plaid stamps.
Yeah, and Sears and J.C. Penney sold mini bikes, and that's America.
Yep.
You knew it was America. You had guns and you had mini bikes and ammo. And what happened to these stores? Robert Powell is here. We're just all reminiscing and bitching, Robert.
You have to ask Dix about that one.
Yeah. And you can get a sub sandwich on the way out.
Yep. And we had a department store I worked in. I was 16 years old when I started working there, called Great Eastern Bills. It was like any other, TSS or Klein's. They had clothing through automotive, through hunting, and fishing. They had all that stuff there, and people would just walk in there and buy guns. I mean, rifles, not pistols. Okay, but because we at New York's always had a pistol thing. So it was pretty much amazing. You could walk into a store, a general, I don't want to call it a general store, but, a TSS type store or whatever, that you could walk in there and buy a gun and walk out with it under your arm. No one would even give you a second look.
No one looks at you. You got your circular saw and your whatever. Yeah. Clothes. You can buy everything. Yeah. And the crime wasn't too bad now, was it? Kids weren't going crazy. They weren't lighting up school.
Are you kidding me? When I went to school, we used to bring guns in for show and tell.
Yep. Yep. And you had them in your car and went hunting afterwards. Yep.
Well, not here on Long Island, but we were where we were in school. The school actually had a shooting team, and I'm not talking high school. I'm talking like seventh grades kids learning how to shoot in the school basement. The school had its own range.
Yeah, we didn't have that. I wish we did. Yeah,
but we were mostly shooting 22s. But the point was that we were doing it.
Yeah,
you'd walk in. Your mom would drop you off at the parking lot or something, and you'd be carrying your gun in a gun bag, and a rifle and a carry case, and walk in and like it was nothing. You're walking into a school with gun and bullets.
Yeah, a lot of schools taught the hunter safety courses too.
Yes, they did. Yep.
And I meant the parking lots at schools. If we had pickup trucks and we'd have the gun racks in the back window there, you'd have one rifle, one shotgun. Mm-hmm. Nobody said a word.
Yeah, it was normal. And they weren't shooting up the schools.
No.
You had Boy Scouts, you had 4-H, and you had, what was the other one? Shoot. Anyway. Hang on, I gotta let Minnie in. Minnie.
Andy, a while back, you mentioned you had to go get something on your pistol permit or registration? Wasn't that a Ruger carbine?
Yeah, I had the Ruger PCC. I brought it into the store because I was having trouble with it. It lost its accuracy. Whatever. And Ruger said, send it back. We'll go through it, change whatever. They did everything. But when I brought it into the gun store that day, they told me, you have a pistol permit, right? I go, yeah, why? And he goes, well, to get this back, you have to put it on your pistol permit.
Hmm.
I said, what? They said, yeah. And that I was, and the law was about a year old when I was informed about it. I never heard of it.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's New York State. That's a new thing now. It's for, I guess it's going to be a year and 3/4 or so now that law's on the books. And even the guy, when I went out to the pistol bureau to register on my pistol, he goes, you enjoy shooting, whatnot. He says, you don't have a ton of guns. I see your permit. I says, yeah, I'm a target shooter, stuff. And he goes, it's more of a bullshit pain in the ass thing. Okay. It's just to limit who can own a semi-automatic rifle in New York State. So you cannot go in and buy one without putting it on a pistol permit. Now, if you own one already, then you're good to go.
Did they charge you anything for that, putting it on your permit?
It's like a $10 fee. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's just wrong because Ruger can send it right to your house.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't. I was already committed. The RMA was from Ruger was given. Ruger suggested I go through the gun store. That I could go through them, but to go through the gun store for more of insurance purposes and stuff, if there was a problem, it'd be easy to deal with.
Okay, Tactical Rabbit is here, and he's talking to you, Andy.
Yep, I'm trying to type to him.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Be right back.
I've seen what Robert Powell said about Western Auto selling firearms. I think at one time they might have had their own line of firearms. I think Western Fields or something. Huh.
So, your Tactical Rabbit, I don't know. It's molds about Spira Point 44 cal bullet molds. Yeah, I don't. I only own a couple of molds from them, and I mainly a small caliber mold, 223 stuff. I like the molds; they work great. But if they made me a steel mold, which they do make steel molds, I think I have one of theirs, but it's hit or miss when you get them.
Yeah, Full Lead Taco's the guy you want to talk to. He'll know every NOE. He's friends with the.
Oh God, he's like, yeah, they're close, very close. But it's just taken him. I mean, I understand to develop something, but he's got it made already. The insert for the lead pot to cast zinc. He's made it already, but he's just not moving on it for some reason. I don't know if he thinks there's not going to be enough people that want it.
Are you talking about like Lyman had the pointed bullet in 44 or sharp point? I don't know which one he's talking about.
He said molds about Spira pointed 44 caliber bullet molds.
First 22. Reloader 762. Are you talking about the Savages? Man, I almost bought those twice. And one guy got it right out from under me. The ones where you got a 22 Magnum on top and a 20 gauge. The Savage single shots with two barrels, two different calibers. Man, I always wanted one of those, and they both got out from under me. One buddy, oh, I don't even want to get into this. Yeah.
I think Savage brought those back for a little while, a few years back.
The
I think
over
it was the 442 or something like that.
the over unders. I think Henry did somebody came out with them again, but he's saying two different guns. Okay. Yeah, I'm still pissed because I had a buddy of mine. I was waiting for the gun to come out, and it had to clear and everything. And I was waiting. I was asking my boss every day, and I had Saturday off. And the other guy that worked there bought the gun out from under me. And it was the Savage 22 and 20 gauge over under. And I'm so pissed off. Then there was another one where I was going to buy, and the customer had said, "Hey, can you make a deal on this?" And I said, "What is that doing on the rack?" Same thing, 22 mag this time and 20 gauge. And I didn't see it on the rack. And I was like, it just came out. I can't give you a deal on it. It's $200. And he bought it. Gosh. Now they're, who knows? Anyway, it would have been a fun gun.
My local gun shop has a brand new Savage single shot 22 bolt action, and it kind of caught me off guard. Wooden stock, real nice looking rifle, but I got to looking at it. I'm like, no tube, no magazine. He said, "Where do you put the bullets?" And then it finally hit me. This is a single shot, which it was, and I kind of embarrassed myself there.
Warsaw Patriot is here. Yep. Well, the neat thing about guns is I get bored easy, and there's too many of them to get bored with. So it's like other hobbies, you know. So,
Well, if you got a good gun and you hit your target with it every time, yeah, that can get boring. I mean, you're all psyched out about it, you know, for a while, and then you're like, oh, another bullseye. No challenge.
yeah, I just like variety. I get bored easy, and
Yeah.
then again, that's a bad thing.
I just go out there and change my target distance.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what Bullet Tactical Rabbit's talking about. Is it a really sharp coned pointed bullet, or is it something else? Am I thinking the wrong thing? I'm thinking in the Lyman, I think it was. I'd probably go show a picture of it, but
You know, it's I don't. I mean, I enjoy shooting. Okay, so my point is I want a half-inch group at 100 yards. You know what I mean? So when I'm out there and all of a sudden the bullet I've been using for a while now is not shooting good, you know, and it's like, is it me, the rifle, or did I do something wrong when I reloaded them? And you know, so to me, it's the challenge to make just a challenge to make that tight group. Okay, and like even me, when I finally was able to bring my pistols and shoot at the range again, I was like, it's getting a little harder to hold them up in the air as you get older. Okay, and I got problems with my both shoulders, so it's even harder. And so I made I don't want to call it styrofoam. It's like a rubber type styrofoam. I glued pieces together to get the height I wanted to just rest my palm, back of my hands on, and I'm almost standing up straight, and everybody laughed when I pulled it out the first time, and they stopped laughing when they saw the target. So, it's again, just to have that accuracy, And then, now that I get back into the pistol, and I think because I wasn't loading any zinc for the pistols, now I've got a few different bullets in zinc and need to work up the loads. And then I got two guns to work up loads in. So I got to work up loads for 38 and 357 with the same bullets, the three different bullet heads I got in zinc on my rifle and my pistols. So to me, that's the fun part. Working up the load. And, I have a Type 3 wad cutter that's a button nose. So it's not just a flat nose, it's a button nose. And then I got the 195 grain round nose. And then I got, like 157 grain or whatever it is, 147 grain bullets. So I got three bullets that I worked up loads for. I'm all labeled. They're all boxed. And then I got the rifle. So now I have to make more to test in the rifle. So yeah, to me that it keeps me busy most of the winter when I'm down in the basement loading and stuff. Once I develop the loads, and I load a ton of them up. I have, I spend the time and I don't spend a lot of time. I come home from work, hang with the wife for an hour or so, do a few things that I got to do. And then by 6 o'clock, I go in the basement and I might not come up till 8 o'clock. And I load a couple hundred rounds and I'm in no rush. And, and I just start building my inventory of the bullets. Then, of course, I got to cast more.
Yeah.
So, but that said, I've always got the stash of stuff casted. And I've always got the stash of stuff loaded. So at the end of the summer, when the weather's turning, that's when I, process everything at that point.
Yeah.
And it keeps me going pretty much through the winter, just processing everything. Because it's not that I shoot 50 different calibers, but, I shoot a lot when I go to the range. I'm there all day. I'm not there for an hour. I'm there for usually minimum 5 hours.
Wow.
And I bring, 3, 4 rifles and 2, 3 handguns. And so, I'm keeping busy and shooting.
Oh, hang on here.
So 9:30 already. Huh.
I had a special delivery. Yes.
What are they, muffins?
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes, okay.
Yep. Chessboard is here.
So I'm getting ready to bail out of here in a few minutes, and Tin Man will probably be on 5 minutes after I go.
No, he's working tonight.
He's working tonight. Okay.
Yeah. And a short chat is just fine because I am tired. I am beat.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to actually say goodnight now. I'll be out here for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll be out. So,
all right. Good night, Andy.
All right, Andy.
Hope you can get out next week.
Yeah, I don't think so. Next week is Cleaning Lady Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the weather's not supposed to be that good anyway. So, see you then, guys. Have a good night.
See you.
Okay, take care, Andy. Wow. Oh yeah, that's good. Except for I got it all over me. Yeah, anyway, I was going to post a short chat, but if I did that, everyone's going to try and make it a long chat.
Well, in your case, it'd be wouldn't be called a long chat. It'd be called a marathon, wouldn't it?
I know. I was going to post 1 hour limit, and the buzzer goes off in 1 hour, but I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind couch time. I've been busy all day, so
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to mosey off here in a minute myself, I guess.
Yeah, I would test those 22 megs, and then whichever ones don't work, just contact Taurus. So,
Yeah. Oh, I'll let them know about it if I still have the problem. But I will say this: since I did clean them, they're a lot smoother. Just
yeah,
I
maybe
can.
they had some goo on them from manufacture. I don't know what they're polymer, so I don't know why they'd have gunk on them, but I don't know. It could be the molding process, whatever.
Yeah. Or they could have been laying around for a while, and they had that promotional sale just to clear out some inventory. I guess maybe.
Yeah, where was that sale on the mag? I think we only have the 2 stock ones that came with it.
Well, it was. I subscribe to get emails from Taurus, just Taurus.com, I guess.
Oh, okay. So it was their own promotional. Okay.
Yeah. Six mags in the carrying case, and it's a really nice carrying case too. It's nylon, Velcro, and you got 6 separate pouches right there instead of just one big pouch, so it won't rattle around. And that emblem right here, it isn't a decal or an iron-on. It's
Sewn in.
sewed embroidered. Yeah, it's pretty
That's,
nice.
that's cool. Tactical rabbit? No, I did not. Mrs. Walks Fletcher. No, I didn't. Yeah, so, well, get that sorted out and do a report on it. Do a video.
I will. I done got the first couple of segments filmed. I just got to go finish the final segment, and hopefully I can get that done tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. And Papa's Place, we might 3D print a follower. Would you believe I had a 12-round mag the whole time and didn't even know about it? On the 422 that I bought, yeah. Yeah. So we might try that. Just make it matchy. Robert Powell. Okay. All right. Let's just call it an early night. And any last words from Garage Guy?
Well, just hope everybody has a happy and safe weekend. Catch y'all next time, I guess.
All right. Love all you guys in the side chat. And maybe we'll do a live during the week. What the hell? So look out for that. What do you say? Monday, Tuesday, whatever.
Middle of the week, probably.
Okay, middle of the week. All right, guys. Love y'all. And until next time, we'll see you next time. All right.